1916. New Jersey learns the worst rule of water. It doesn't stay in the ocean. The terror moves inland, into a creek where kids stand ankle deep, thinking it can't reach them. The ocean isn't the monster. The geometry is. And in July 1916, geometry rewrites the map in days. Now, rewind. July 1916. Heat wave. Crowds. Noise. A coast packed so tight the water can't stay quiet. Wooden bathhouses. A long pier shadow. Straw hats on the sand. And a shallow lane where hundreds move in parallel. A shoreline is an edge. Edges create lanes. Tight space, constant splashing, and contact that repeats. First, ocean incident. A swimmer goes out. Then the water turns still, and a gap opens where they were. People don't scream at first. They stare. Shock delays motion. Then, the shore breaks into running feet and pointing hands. America already felt jumpy. So panic found dry tinder fast, and every rumor hit like truth. After the shock comes the why. In that glare, a silhouette is a trigger. Add 100 splashes to it, now the lane is screaming. Then comes denial. Freak accident. Bad luck. Because admitting a pattern means admitting the lane is real. Within days, the coast stops being a vacation. It becomes a sequence, and people keep walking back into it. Second ocean incident. Another close-range encounter. Another person doesn't come back the way they went in. Now, the coast feels wired, not haunted. Every splash sounds like a signal, and every calm patch feels like a setup. Because the geometry hasn't changed. Same lane, same noise, and the odds keep cashing out. Fear hits businesses like a storm. Empty porches, canceled rooms, silent boardwalks. Summer money evaporates. People stop swimming. They start watching. The water becomes a suspect, and the beach becomes a perimeter. Most reports point to a large shark, often cited as a young great white, big enough to be decisive, close enough to be mistaken. This lane is armed. Bright chop hides movement. Foam masks mass, and the shallow edge turns seconds into collisions. A week that should have been summer becomes a countdown. Then the story breaks its own rules. It moves inland. The idea that rivers are safe collapses in one afternoon. Matawan Creek looks harmless. Slow water, soft banks, docks. A different world, until it isn't. You can see it. Boys laughing on the bank, brown water sliding past, dock boards creaking, shoes lined up like nothing can happen. Then a shout cuts through, a splash. The surface breaks, then goes eerily calm, like the creek held its breath. A child disappears under the surface. Not a chase, a drop into water that won't show what took them. People rush the edge and stop. Because in murk, distance lies. You can't see below, and you can't trust your next step. This is the second lane. Not glare, murk, not surf, blind bends. Bank splashes become the loudest signal in the corridor. Someone goes in to help. The creek punishes the assumption that bravery equals control. Another person vanishes into the same blind water. After the splash, the worst sound is nothing. Quiet becomes a warning. The water stops looking like water. A plausible door is the tide, a salty corridor pushing inland through brackish water. Temporary, invisible, but enough to let a large shark move. Heat keeps people in longer, closer, tighter. More exposure compresses the timeline. More contact, faster consequences. Now, everyone scans water like evidence. Inlets, bridges, docks. Families pull children back from edges they trusted yesterday. Only late stage do patrols and nets appear. Not heroics, just ropes, boats, and people trying to close an open system. You can't arrest a shoreline. You can only change the conditions before they change you. Clubs, hooks, lines, anything that feels like leverage. The response is improvised because the threat is invisible between surfaces. When people swear they saw it, it's never a monster. It's a slice. Fin, shadow, tail, flick. Gone before the brain can label it. Afterward, summer drains out. Beaches empty. Boardwalks quiet. Even laughter feels out of place near water. The creek normalizes first. Trust doesn't. Water stays suspect long after the surface looks clean. For the record, some argue bull shark because of brackish water. But the mechanism survives any label. Conditions made repetition possible. Nature isn't evil. It's efficient. When overlap, timing, low visibility, and anatomy align, biology turns geography into a weapon. Jersey Shore, 1916. Not a hunt story, a collision story. One animal, the wrong map, and a summer that never felt safe again. More brutal files. More case files. Subscribe. Brutal biology. Nature is a nightmare.